We'll look for Alexis Oliveira, our Moto3 amateur rider, to take position spot on the grid. Alejandro Rei, our expert rider, who rides a 600 later, opening round of the 2017-2018 season. Alejandro Rei gathering a bundle of points to start his run for a championship. Seth Starnes, who just came off the racetrack with a victory, should be on the outside of row number 1. Expert rider Vaughn Wilson, Brian Robbins, and Juan Zalaga making up row number 2. Charlie Ohana, Ahud Shuker, Alex Ehrenstein, row 3. We got Paul Vance on the Honda 125, taking that last position as grid marshals look over the field. Get them all in their right positions here. We'll get them underway shortly. Most of the field with a great launch. Oliveira launching that Metrikid 2-stroke very nicely. Slots her way in the second spot, giving up just one position. Really tough to get the 2-strokes off the line, as Paul Vance making a change of position back of the field. This will be 12 laps of racing, and these riders will sort it out on the first lap, kind of take a look around, and then start their work to the front. Looks like we got 3 riders, one third place rider all the way to the outside of the racetrack. As Oliveira found her way to the front in the back twisty section of the race course. A little slipstream. She's going to have to hurry up and get to the end of this straightaway, and she does. I think that second place rider could have held onto the gas a little bit longer. He'll have plenty of opportunities for that if he can stick with her. Wow, a little side-to-side, left-to-right action. That's Alejandro with the block pass up the inside to take the point. Oliveira carrying that quarter speed on the layaway machine. We'll see if she ties it up the inside and counteracts that into turn number 4. She'll have to get there quick, as Ray got a little bit of a squirt on acceleration. Oliveira should be able to ride that front tire super hard and maybe rail it up the inside of one of these long carousels, either turn 4 or turn 5. As they're down into the S's, right on top of each other. I think Oliveira's taking the point. Yes, sir. We'll see what Ray's got for us. He tries to wind up that Super Street machine. He's got a little bit more of real estate to make up as he's looking for a slipstream. Not a whole lot, as Oliveira's a tiny little lady and the bike doesn't have a whole lot of bodywork. Ray tries it out rider's right. He's got to hold on to that throttle. He's got to get by. Oliveira may try him even later. She looks on the outside of Alejandro Rei taking your front position here in our Moto3 Super Street 250-300 as we're early days. Ray nice and smooth out of the front straightaway. He's trying to get as small as he can. Bearing. As these top 2 are starting to march away from the remainder of the field. Boy, Oliveira trying to carry that corner. She ran herself all the way to the edge of the racetrack. Barely pulled it back up before she went off into the grass down at turn number 2. She's looking up the inside and as Ray takes the wider line, she should be able to get by him. As we lose from behind the barrier wall here, we'll wait to see him come out of turn 5 as they will make their way down that little short chute. We'll see if she got by him. No, she did not, but she's going to try him on the brakes into the second gear. Turn number 6, still can't get by. she should be able to get a slipstream off the Superstream machine. If she can stay close, we'll continue to watch this. Wow. Not sure how she pulled that off. Took the inside line out of the back straightaway and got by Ray. That's not typical. Usually the lightweight machine's got to sweep that corner wide to keep the corner speed. Ray's got his hands full. Ray's been riding the Superstream machines, I believe, for 3 seasons now, probably getting that chassis worked out well. It's pretty metricated, designed right out of the box for this type of racing. The Superstream machines are street machines. I definitely need some tuning on your chassis. Boy, Seth Starnes holding 3rd position, kind of in his own little piece of real estate. He's got 4th, 5th, and 6th right behind him though. I'm sure he'll ride steady. Oliveira right on top of Alejandro Rei as they start their way into the right-hand carousel, turn number 5. They're side by side into turn 6. Oliveira squeezing it up and takes the lead. She'll dart her way through the S's. Ray's right on top of her. But Oliveira somehow gets such great drive with a tight line under the back straight. I don't know how she does that. Alejandro Rei looking for the slipstream as he just motors by. I think Oliveira should take some pointers from Starnes and maybe make her way over to the opposite side of the straightaway off the racing line, see if Ray wants to follow her. And we got to change her position about mid-pack. Looks like one of our amateur riders squeezes by, but he's got to get to the end of the straightaway as the expert tries up the inside next pass, see if he can make that stick. As Paul Vance now makes his way up on another Superstream machine, he should be able to get by, yes. He's on the slate. But doesn't take the apex and doesn't make that stick. So Paul Vance trying, just can't get by. Their leader's already in the turn number 5, the top 2. Paul Vance drag races them into turn 1. Should have a clean corner entry. Vance knew to ride the 125s in the last couple of years. I believe he had a brought like years ago, but a lot different technique when you ride these singles with no low end torque. I do not know how Oliveira rides that inside line onto the first straight. They're side by side down the back straightaway. Barrett goes the rider's right. And that little metric hits literally even on the power as they're side by side. I know how this is going to play out. Oliveira with the preferred line into the turn number 10. He's got to keep it tight. Ray with a tight apex. He's going to wait. If there's even 2 feet, he may take it. Oliveira stay in the rider's right. She's going to make Ray go the long way around him. He's going to try it. What corner speed. She's just riding that front wheel. Oh, and Ray almost nipped the grass there. Just lost a couple of feet as he had to roll off and stand it up. Side by side racing into turn 1. Nice clean change of position there. Boy, Yvette Lamar and Donald Depernay. We'll wait to see them come out of the first straight. Those two have been duking it out. Yvette had just got by. So Lamar holding, I believe that would be 12th spot, I believe, yes. And look at this, folks. Ola so really put her head down in the racetrack, as she now enjoys about 8-10 bike links from Alejandro Rei, as we, I believe, are going to get ready to see our halfway flags. Halfway being thrown to the top two. Halfway through this field has strung itself out. We're going to try to find our leaders. There they are. Onto the back straightaway. Boy, Oliveira worked so hard in that back section. She's doubled the real estate between her and our second place rider, Alejandro Rei. Now she just needs 4.5 steady laps of racing to take that checkered flag. There you go, onto the back straightaway. We got a gaggle of bikes now. Must have bundled themselves up. 3 riders and another 2 right behind, jockeying for positions. There's still plenty of racing left. They now 3 wide into the right in at the end of the back straightaway. Take a look back through the field here. Boy, in 8th position, Paul Vance on the Honda 125, turning his lap of the race last time across the strip. Unfortunately, he's got a lot of racetrack if he's going to the next rider to make a change for position. Vance had to work hard to get by Michael Norman at about lap number 3. Now he's motoring along. He's going to though. So Alexis Oliveira, last time across the stripe, enjoyed a 1.2 second lead over Alejandro Rei. We'll see if she's done anything more with that. Looks like it might have tightened up a little bit. The clock will tell the tale. 8/10 of a second, so plenty of racing left. Alejandro Rei turning the fastest lap of his race, 3/10 off of Oliveira's best in the race. But Alejandro Rei coming strong with got 4 laps of racing remaining. Wow. Alejandro Rei must have ripped the wheel of that bike as he's now taken the made up that 1.2 seconds. He's down to 0.8, and now your new leader, or leader yet again, as these two kind of swapped positions at the front at least 3 times since we got the drop of the lights. There's going to be some great action as we're starting lap number 10, just 2 laps remaining. Attention in the paddock. First call, race number 3. Grande Corsa, Superstock 1000. You got about 5 minutes. First call, race number 3. Grande Corsa, Superstock 1000. You have about 5 minutes. Number 4, she's side just door to door with Ray as they go through the long right-hander. He's got to push before that back straightaway. Alejandro Rei onto the back straightaway in front. Oliveira's going to look for that slipstream off that bigger Superstream machine. Yes, look at that. She gets a sniff. Hopefully didn't pull out too early. They're side by side. Oliveira half a peak in front on the preferred line. Rei just shows the way into turn number 10, I believe. We'll see how these lap times are coming along. Ray just about a 1500s quicker. He's topped now down into the 1 minute 32 lap times. They were turning 1 minute 31 even, or 0.5s earlier in the race as the pace slows down just a little bit. As Paul Fans out on the little front straightaway. Nice. As the top 2 come up on the back of the field, Ray, it looked like a drag race down the back straightaway. He was able to just pull out of that throttle. These 2 coming up on a slower rider at the back of the field. As they take the white flag, Oliveira looks to the outside. She's got to get to turn 1 before that amateur rider. She does. She's got 1 lap to latch on to Alejandro Rei and make something happen in that twistier part of the race course. In fact, they'll catch another one at the back of the field. That might be Yvette Lamar. They're going to go probably catch her as they enter turn number 5. Tension in the paddock. Tension in the paddock. Second call, race number 3, Superstock 1000. You got 2 minutes. Second call, race number 3, Superstock 1000, 2 minutes. Our top 2 side by side. There it is, folks. To the line. Alexis Oliveira squeaks out the victory in the